Hello everyone. I was looking at this video of behind the scenes of a Swarovski commercial with Bella Hadid. Giovanna Engelbert is the creative director, and she depicted Bella as a Tinkerbell or Alice in Wonderland kind of character in a world of jewels where she opens all of the boxes, takes all the jewelry, and wears them all. I'll link the video in the description so you can see it, but let's try and recreate this look in CLO3D. So let's take a look at Bella Hadid's outfits. Here you can clearly see a side view. We can see that there is a seam and a zipper here. We can see the opening here, and we can see the volume of the bow behind her. And I love this one because it clearly shows what this cutout is on the front and how this goes into an asymmetric one-sided strap. Here we see that this is a full bodysuit all the way down to her feet and how large the bow behind her is. Here again we can see that the bow goes behind her shoulders all the way to the outside and that there is a strap that seems gathered here on her right shoulder. Let's go to CLO3D. We'll start with picking an avatar. I will pick a female avatar, something that really looks like Bella Hadid. Camilla has dark hair, light eyes. The only thing I don't like here is the dark color underwear, so I'll change that. I'll go to texture. Make sure you go to Camilla and then choose the texture that you like. Open the property editor, then select the body, and here on the texture I will choose the texture that I want. I'm gonna drag and drop this texture. Next I need to bring either a similar garment or create a garment that will make it exactly like what I need to create. Here's one of the images where we can see the full length of the outfit. I can see that this is full leggings all the way to the toes. I can see the big bow here, and I can see a lot more details here in some of these shots. Looking through my own garment library here, I have a pair of leggings that might be really good, so I'm gonna add them to workspace. Make sure that you're adding them as a garment and then just adjust them, make sure that they fit her and simulate. I'm gonna start building off of this and I'll create a yellow outfit. So this is a good contrast against what I have here. Now I need to start building the top. Let's take a look what this looks like. And I know that this will be something that is very tight around her and that it also has this big opening and that it is a one shoulder asymmetric design. I'm gonna change the color of her shoes, select both of them, come to property editor. I'm gonna dump this texture and then I'm just gonna go to color and then select the same yellow color and I'm gonna apply it. Also make sure that if there are any heels, you also change the color for the heels. Go through the same exact process. I'll pick the same yellow. For the top here, I can either find in my library something that's very similar, like this top here for example, and then just edit by removing the sleeves, changing the front, or I can just create the top from scratch, maybe with the 3D pen or through patterning. So I will work in the 2D window and I will create the patterns through flat patterning, create the front piece, then asymmetrically copy and paste, and then just flip the pattern piece for the back. In this way I will have my asymmetric look. Then I'm going to stitch the side seams and simulate. I also want to create really good looking armhole seams, so I'm going to augment these lines. I'm going to remove this point. I'll create a better curve without this point, and you can see it forming here, and obviously here I need to edit that. I need more space in the back because that's where my bow would be, so I'm going to keep that straight. And here I just need to add this front piece. To make this pattern piece, I'm going to work in the 2D window and I'm going to grab the polygon line and I'll just start making the pattern piece. Obviously this pattern piece needs to be a lot more curved, so I just want to adjust what I have here. So I could widen this piece if I wanted to create that look. And I'll also have to add a point here because I can see that this is stitched from the side seam to here. I can also measure how long is this, and I can put a dot here exactly where that is. And I'm also going to extend this. The only other thing here I need to do is make sure that this curve works really well, and then I have to stitch these pattern pieces and then double check what this looks like in the window. I'm gonna take the M, I'm gonna stitch from here to here and then from here to here. You can use that segment, and for the side seam I'll do M to N free sewing. Don't forget to press enter to complete each segment of sewing. Now we can take a look and see what this looks like in the 3D window. And that's really open, really tight. So I'm just gonna edit my patterns here a little bit so we can have less of an opening up the front. I can also see that this top is too short, so I need to extend it in order to sew it to the leggings. We can also stitch these together to see how this would look, and that will pull this top and the opening would look a bit better. So let's stitch the top to the waistband of the tights. And because the waistband has separate segments, my best option here is again to sew M to N. So let's see what that looks like when we simulate. This is starting to look a bit better. I'm gonna stitch this to this. Okay, that's closed now. And here I also have an opening, so I'm gonna close this one. So it's just this opening here on the front that needs to be fixed. As I'm editing the curve of the pattern, I'm also watching in the 3D window to see how that affects the overall look. Looking at this pattern piece, it's much lower here, so I actually want to add this to the top part. So I'm going to cut this off and then just add it to this top pattern piece. So instead of sewing it, I'm just going to merge the two pieces. Select the two segments that you want to merge, right-click on them, and choose Merge. And now this becomes one pattern piece, and now I'll have to stitch it. If you don't want this baseline, right-click on it and delete it. Moving both pieces just to augment the line. I'm happy with my changes here. It's starting to look a lot like this opening here. And now I'm ready to remove the bra under her. So I'm gonna go through the same process. I'm gonna go to the library. I'm gonna find my avatar, select the avatar here. Then here under texture, I'm ready to bring a texture that does not have a bra. And this way I can work with her exactly as the picture. I'm ready to work on the bow or the giant ribbon. I can either create the pattern pieces or I can also check in the hardware and trims. Under ribbons, we have a variety of ribbons. This is the best options that I see here. So I'm gonna add that to the workspace, and it placed it on the front, but I actually need it on the back. So I'm just gonna move it to the back. In order to scale it, let's go just to the 3D window. Come up here to the gizmo tool, left click once here so that you can have the pulleys, and now we're gonna play with the scale. So it's gonna be a little bit wider than her shoulders and obviously much wider here. And it's not exactly the same bow, but it will do the job for me. When you finish here, you can click back in here in this area to get the regular gizmo, and then I'm just gonna glue it. So I'm gonna left click once on the bottle and then click it here. It placed it a bit crooked, so I'm just gonna arrange it a little bit better. And let's see what it looks like from the front. In terms of the size, it looks really good. I just want to change the color of it, so I'm gonna select it on the object browser, then come here to color and select my yellow color, and now it is the same exact color as my girl's outfit. And the only thing that's missing here now is the rhinestones and all of the necklaces that she has on. In the next video, part 2, I will show you how to work with OBJ files for the rhinestones, how to attach them to her outfit, how to create the necklaces, how to create the belts, and overall this wonderful sparkly look. Let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to leave comments, send me emails, and don't hesitate to ask any questions. Thank you for watching, subscribe to Bobbin Talk, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.